Hi everyone. I've already started this, but I'm gonna start all over again because as soon as I put tape on this, my tape dispenser ran out. So I've got this glued down and it is 8 1/4. And this paper, I don't know where it's from. It's probably 20 years old or more. And it's got the little tiny clovers on it. It's very adorable. And it was longer than 12 inches. Just a smidgen, but enough that it made a difference. So I've trimmed that down. And I told you all I had basically was this cut apart sheet and the sticker set, which I'm dividing between the two twins. So I've taken, and then from my embellishment swap from, I think it was like the first or second embellishment swap that we did in the Love RTS Facebook group, it was rainbow themed. So I've taken this rainbow and cut there was 2 clouds on it. It's really super cute, and I don't know who made it because there's nothing written on it. But I took off one of the clouds. Oh, and all the papers are sparkly. It's really cute. And I'm gonna put this on here and I'll adjust it just right for when I get it over there. So I could use a rainbow on Alex's and a rainbow on Aiden's. So anyhow, I am going to take this that says March on it, and remember this is one whole sheet of cut aparts. So I'm going to take this and flip it upside down, and just to get more green, because I also had very little green. I mean, I had like scraps of green. Like this is one of them that was this color. And I mean, I have greens, but not this shade of green. So anyhow, I'm going to use this to kind of mat this. Whoops. I just like to knock my ATG runner around. So I'm just going to kind of use it to kind of mat like a corner. And so just to kind of give it a little more definition between these. Oh, and I told you before I was using this wood paper, and did I bring out the border strip of this? Nope. Okay. So, well, this here was from the calendar, Bo Bunny Calendar Girl, and the March. So, and if you watch the photos in hand making paper kits, then you would see all my things, because now I left it in the other room. Okay, so I am just gonna kind of just leave a little bit of an edge and put this here, because I'm gonna fill up this with all the cut aparts. I figure if I'm gonna use them, I might as well use them all, since there was hardly, it's like if I'm gonna do more St. Patrick's Day things, I'm gonna have to invest in some papers and some of this Irish green. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this down lightly, because I also have this little March thing, or it's like a banner. It says March. And then I'll put the actual date, which, is it always on the 16th? Seems like it. Okay, and I'm not going to push this down real hard either, because I'm going to try to line everything up. And so I'm just with my layering. So, okay, so this says note to self. And I think I told you this during the photos at hand. Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they are the big things. And they were so tiny. So I think this is like so perfect. So I'm just gonna layer this on here, the little note to self card. And I'm just gonna let that little flower at the top show, because Alex would really want it there, because that's going to be the only thing that's pink. Okay, and then I'm just going to overlap this paper. So I think this is actually going to have to come down. And where is my ruler? Okay, I thought I got all messed up just trying to get my tape dispenser filled. Okay, and I think I can adjust this enough to know where it's gonna go. Okay, so I need to have it up higher because I gotta fit my little march in there. And then I figured I could just write the date there. And I'm pretty sure it's the 16th, but I can look it up for that year also. Okay, is that the spot? I think that's probably it there. And then I'm going to bring this way a little bit. I just want to make sure that there's enough room for it, because there's not too much room, but enough. Okay, so I'm going to just overlap the green on this and have it almost to the bottom. And I'm just eyeballing this because, and then eyeballing this, and it looks straight there. Even though I'm looking through 2 pairs of glasses so I can see the lens on my camera. And with one of my scrap pieces of paper, I matted the Good Vibes Only, because otherwise there was so much white on this page. But I really wanted to be able to use this because I think this is so pretty. I mean, I love the wood here too. And I brought this over a little bit onto this, and I brought it right down so everything is kind of butting up right next to the other thing. And so for this here, we're going to overlap it with both things. Okay, so I got that there. Now I'm going to bring this back, and I pushed it down too much. I'm going to bring this back and overlap this too. And so now I'm just going to try to kind of the actual banner looks like it's as wide as the paper part here. So that's what I'm just kind of lining this up. Okay, so it overlaps this a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the twins photo, and the top part that has a heart on it, I'm gonna tape that to the part next to Aiden just to give it more color. And again, I'm just eyeballing it. I had so much trouble with the T-square, I began to wonder if it was even straight. So if I can eyeball it, think I'm doing okay, I just do that. Okay, so I'm doing that again. This is like pretty fast layout. Okay. And then I'm gonna bring this up and just kind of center it again. Again, I'm just gonna eyeball it because of all the lines. I can really kind of just fit right into there and guess where it's at. So that's that. And then there's this here, it says make a wish, and it's got a dandelion on it. And I thought this was perfect because I had made these little dandelion necklaces. It was like a vial with, and I put dandelion wishes in it. And my daughter goes, oh, I want you to make me one of those because I'm trying to get pregnant. So I thought this is so perfect that this is going on here. She'll love that. Okay, I'm gonna bring this around and kind of line it up here. And again, I'm just eyeballing it. That's my today. Okay. So that's there. Oh, and I forgot to put my little trim in here. And I just punched this, and I am just putting it right at the edge of this. Now it wouldn't even show at the bottom, so I figure I'm just gonna run it here. But I'm gonna bring it down to just that, right where the wood is. Oh, maybe I need to flip it over because otherwise it's gonna wanna move on me. Okay. Hopefully my head isn't in the way, but okay, I'm gonna just push it in just a little bit more. End up a little bit. Okay. So just a little bit more color over there. I mean, my colors are basically green and white with a little bit of yellow. Okay, so that's every piece of that cut apart with the exception of this. So this is the only thing I have not put in it. Okay, and then I'm going to, and it's like, if you ever want to, you know, use up a whole cut apart, it's like, I thought, I'm just gonna use it all. Okay, so now I've just gotta figure out where I'm gonna put this. And I'm gonna put this big pot of gold here. Okay, I think that's probably good right there. And then I'll trim off whatever kind of hangs over the edge, because I don't want him totally covered that we can't see him. Just a little bit of his arm there. And I don't really want to, I mean, I really hate to have to cut off the clouds too, because I kind of hate that chopped off look. But I think it'll show up enough that it's not going to bother me. Okay. But it's such an adorable rainbow. So I decided I wanted to leave the cloud there. It'll just look like it's coming right over to that area. Okay, and there's a little pot of gold. And I'm gonna need the glue. Okay, there it is. Oh, I lost some of my gold over here. Okay, and these have dimensionals and dimensionals. They're probably, oops, I gotta make sure I turned them the right way. Oh, I think I did this. Okay, so I'm gonna tuck this in. Now I got glue on, Aiden. Jeepers creepers. Okay, am I gonna have to give Aiden some gold to cover him up? Maybe. There's some gold, bud. Okay, because it left a big spot. I'll tell you, these things, they've really gotten away from me. Okay, so I'm gonna put some over here by Alex too. Gotta give them both some money. Okay, and then there's one little piece left. I'm gonna put right here. Washed my hands today and now I can't do a thing with them. How many people have heard that joke before? Okay. So he's got a big chunk of gold and I still see some glue. Dang. Okay. It's gonna have to be okay with it. Okay, and then, and this is how this was put together. And I know that's not how clovers actually look, but I'm just gonna tuck it in here anyway. Okay. And then I have this other little one, and I'm going to bring that up at the top. So on my, I have it kind of go this way so it's pointing into the picture. Okay, so I kind of got a triangle going here. And then I'm going to take these little, they're from Prima, and I am going to, if I can pull them off of here. It's like sometimes the sticky just wants to stay. I'm gonna kind of put that, one of those there. And if I can pull this glue thing off with it, I think I did. One here. One there. And I think they all have sticky on them. And then one up here. So it kind of got a triangle going here, but there's a triangle within this too. So I thought that would be how I could work it and still use up my little Prima charms, or charms, the gems. Okay. And so this is going to go to Aiden. I'm not going to give it a title, and I will write any information that their mom wants to give me for about that day. And then I'm going to put the year right here and the actual date. And I'm pretty sure it's always the 16th. And so this one will be for Aiden, because I gave him the big pot of gold because I thought he looked like the little leprechaun. And then this is for Alex. So she's got one, he's got one. And now all I do is have to trim off a little bit of this cloud. And let's see. And this is always the worst part. I always hate having to trim off a piece, but I want it in that area, so that's where I just got to trim it off, whether I like it or not. All right, so that's it. So I got 2 layouts done, and I want to thank you for joining me. I don't know which one I'm going to do next. I'm really excited to do the one with my husband, so that might be next. And I'm also working on the companion page to the one for my oldest granddaughter, and so I will get that as soon as I can. And until then, have a wonderful day, and remember, if you like it, give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Bye-bye.